on duty for last week for doing a good job. I hope all teachers will keep the momentum for the welfare of our beloved school. In conversation of English Month program, I will try to give a speech in English. I'm honored and I will take this opportunity as an excellent time to think about how I can improve my English. We need to understand to improve English as a subject or as spoken language, of course by practice. Practice makes perfect. So your pupils in front of me, every day in school, you have chances to improve your English through reading, writing, speaking, and listening. There are chances all around you to improve your English. There are many people living here whose first language is English. When you hear people speaking English, you should use your skills learned here at school to try to understand them. You may even be brave enough to try speaking to them. Malaysia also has many English language media, such as books, newspapers, movies, and television. You should take advantage of these chances to read and listen to English. Nowhere else in this country
today. So, as you heard, my name is Peter Becker, and I'm from South Africa. Now, many people look at me and think I must be from the UK, because I speak English, and it seems that that must be where, because I teach English, that must be where I'm from. And it might be true that my ancestors long ago were from England, but my parents and grandparents were all from South Africa. My father was born in Kenya, which is in East Africa, and we grew up in South Africa. After 39 years living and working in South Africa, I moved to Qatar in the Middle East, and I taught at a school called Al Jazeera Academy for 6 years before coming to Malaysia in 2020. An interesting thing about South Africa is that there are many languages spoken by people in South Africa. We have 11 official languages. English is one of the 11 languages everyone can speak. But not everyone speaks all 11 languages. In fact, there are only a few people in the country that know all 11 languages. Can you speak 11 languages? Can you speak more than one language? So, at least we need to be able to speak more than one. There are some places in the world where they only know one language. And maybe it's because it's the only language they will ever hear. But it's important for us to be able to learn more from other places. When I came to Malaysia, I knew what a pisang was, because in Afrikaans, which is another language in South Africa, we buy pisang, which is a banana. What is a pisang here? Also pisang, yes? And there's nothing better than having something nice to drink, like some klappen water in Afrikaans. Klappen, does that sound like a word you know? It's the coconut. So kelapa in Malaysia is klappen in Afrikaans. You can hear the connection. Okay. There are many other words that I learned when I was young that you would know because they are the same. Malaysia had a lot of people coming to South Africa 300 years ago, and their language, your language, came into South Africa. So we hear the same words, and sometimes when I read a word in Malay, I can figure out the word because the structure is the same. Now I need to do the same when I'm in a different country. Arabic is not so easy because the letters don't have the same formation. You have to read in a different direction. So when you are learning Arabic and when you're reading, it allows you to learn a different language, which makes your brain work harder and makes you become more intelligent in how you are reading and learning. So maybe English is difficult for you. Do you find English difficult? It's easy? Okay. What I hope is English will be fun. Because when you learn more of the language, you can understand more people. You don't need to know everything about the people that speak the language, but it's good to understand what the language will do in the places you are. So I'm very glad that there is English around here in Malaysia so that I can read some of the words, but Google Translate helps me understand many of the other words. So slowly I'm learning to understand more of the Malaysian words, and the more Malaysian words I know and understand, the easier I can talk to people. I can also understand what they need and what is important. Possibly one of the first words I needed to know that I learned, no, I heard a few times this morning as students are feeling under pressure is the word tandas. Because that's something you need to know. Okay. In the same way, we understand the words that we talk to one another so that we can tell them whether we are happy or if we are sad. And when things are going well or when things are not so good. And I found a poem that I thought would be helpful for us to think about the feelings we have. It's a poem by Christina Stevenson, and she talks to the reader saying that be the you want to be. I'm going to read it to you. Be the you want to be, not a you like he or she. For he and she should also be whoever it is they want to be. Dream the dreams you want to dream, no matter how different those dreams may seem. For that's what dreams are meant to be, different for you and he and she. Don't let anyone say you can't, you're silly, you'll never, you're daft, you shan't. If you have a dream, then you can be whatever sort of you want